I'm going to show you how to make an interactive drag and drop game that you can use with your students, created with the Lumio website. To get started, we'll go to smarttech.com/Lumio, and you'll sign up for a free account using your CCSD21 Google account. Once you're in, you're going to choose to either create a new presentation or import an existing one. I'll show you how both work in this tutorial. If I already have an existing Google Slides, like this for example, I can download it by going to File, going to Download, and Microsoft PowerPoint, PPTX. Now that I downloaded my Google Slides, I can choose the Import button, and I'm going to choose My Computer Editable. This is because the PowerPoint/Google Slides document is now saved to my computer, and I also want to make sure that I can edit the existing text on there and that I can make the images interactive so they're draggable. So I'm going to choose the last option. Here it's asking me which pages I want to import. I have all of them checkmarked because I need all the pages. I click Add. And this is great because I can still manipulate the text and the images. If I use this hand tool, this just allows me to move things around like that. I can go to a new page by clicking on the left-hand side. You'll notice that videos, when you import them from existing Google Slides, they're a little different. So on the original Google Slides file, this was an embedded video, and when I click here, it would just start playing. On this Lumio file, when I click, the video actually opens on YouTube in a new tab. Kind of like that. If that's not what you want, what you can do is you can insert a new page by going down here to this plus sign. You can choose YouTube. You can search for a video. And then this way it's properly embedded. So when this is displayed on your ViewSonic, and you click play, it actually plays on this slide instead of jumping over to a new tab. Like that. So pretend like I want this video. I can take the page here with my mouse, and I can then reposition it, and I could delete this one if I don't need this one anymore. This next page, you'll see this was actually created by Justin Ashley based on morning meetings. So if I click, all these images are editable. Let's say, so right now it looks like this table is in front of all these other images and I can't get to anything else. I'm going to click on the table. I'm going to use this drop down. I'm going to choose Send to Back. And you'll notice that's a little too far back. So you can also click the background, unlock it, and then send this to back. And now this is properly positioned, so I can click on the little people here, and the table is behind all these images, but still in front of the white background, if that makes sense. You may have to experiment to kind of play around and see what positions work best for what you need. I already know that I don't want the kids to accidentally move this table. So what I can do is I'll click on the table, I'll click the drop down, I'm going to choose Lock, so that way it's not movable anymore. I'll do the same with that white background. So now the only things that can be moved are these images, which is what I wanted. Another thing you'll notice is that as I move this student, the name isn't following That's because they're not grouped together. So what I can do is, I'll put a pretend name here. Okay, so let's say that this is John. I want the name and the picture to be together. So I click on both, and as I click on them, I'm holding Shift down on my keyboard, so that way you can see both of them are selected at the exact same time. So I hold Shift, I click anything I want to group, and then I pick one of these drop downs. I choose Group. So this way, this whole piece moves all together and it doesn't leave the name behind. So you can do that with all these other pieces, and I will show you what this looks like when we're presenting it. If I'm all done editing, I can rename this file, and I can click Finish Editing, and this is saving automatically. If I were ready to present this to the class, I would hover over the activity here. I would click Start. And since we're just displaying this for all the kids on the ViewSonic, we don't need to worry about assigning it or having them join any sessions. I would just display this on the ViewSonic. You'll see down here we have the pages. So I can click to advance the slides. This is the activity we did before. As you'll notice, I can move around all these pieces that I intended to be moved, but then I can't move the table or the background. Those are fixed in one place. You may also want to lock the school and home, because if you don't, these are movable as well. When I'm all done, I can click the 3 lines and end lesson. Here's another idea based on Abby Pillow's morning meeting. You could do a favorite food like this, and the student could drag their image over to one of these. This is another idea from Justin Ashley. You could have this dress up bear, so the students can dress the bear according to what weather it is outside or what colors we want to learn about, something like that. If we want to start a lesson from scratch and we do not have an existing Google Slides, you can go to New. And I would just start with a new page and a new blank page. We could pretend like we're doing a weather activity. So the way I would start is I would go to the images here. They have some cute icons you can use. They have some shapes. They also have an image library here. So for example, I'm going to pull a bunch of different weather. So we have a sunny day. Okay, so I'm going to click the image. I'll move it to the side. You can use this circle here to make it big or small. Okay, so I have some images here. I even put a little square. I'm going to put some text. So here we're saying move today's weather into the box. And the idea is that the box and the text are going to be locked, but the kids will be able to move those weather images like that. But you'll notice this is going behind the box. So I'm going to also I'll unlock it for a second. We're going to say send to back. And now, there we go. And you may want to do a test like this before you present your activity with the kids, just to make sure that everything is in the correct position so nothing is accidentally layered behind what you need. I made a new page to show another really cool feature of Lumio. There's something called infinite clone. So let's say, for example, I want the kids to count 5 dogs. So here's my dog. Rather than me having to copy and paste this dog 5 different times, I'm going to select Infinite Cloner. So now when we do this activity, all the students have to do is drag out a dog, and they can create infinite dogs on the screen like this. Something else you'll notice with this dog image in particular, it has a white background, so it does look sort of funny when it's layered behind or in front of something else like this. If you want an image with a transparent background, so it looks more like a sticker and it doesn't have a background color, you can always do that in Canva. So for example, this is a picture of me. If I wanted this to be almost like a sticker that I'm moving around with no brick background, I upload the photo, I click, and just choose background remover. So now I'm going to choose share, download, and make sure you check transparent background. And we'll make the quality nice and high like that. I'm going to download it. So now I'm back in Lumio. I'm going to go to images. I'm going to upload an image here. And there you go. Now this is a transparent image. So for example, if I did infinite cloner here, you'll notice that there's no white background or colored background at all. It just looks like a sticker. So it's just a little bit nicer than having an image like this where you can kind of tell that it's got a white background. And if you need help creating your own drag and drop activity, please do let me know, and I would be more than happy to show you anything you want to know or assist you in creating your activity. Thanks for watching.